What's up, everybody? Robert the Monster Among Marks Drapp here. I'm back again to roll up my sleeves and fix the WWE. Bit of note for those watching any platform you may be watching it on. Yours truly, the Monster Among Marks, has to go get some work done here today. So I will not be bringing you the Wednesday edition of the Monster Among Marks Fixes WWE, but I will absolutely go on ahead and put up a poll for the next edition of the Monster Among Marks here. You will be able to vote for it on Twitter. Just follow me at Rob's Random Roms, and you'll get to see me when I post, when I go live, and all these other things. Now, getting into the meat of today's discussion. When to retire. This is a suddenly poignant and very, very real conversation that we need to have with what happened over in Jeddah between Goldberg and The Undertaker. That match, oh my God. That was dangerous. And apparently Goldberg had knocked himself out and had to have been helped to the back, and apparently he even had to apologize to Taker for the way that all went down. So that being the case, you have to look at under what merits do we, the fans, expect or should we request somebody step aside? Now, far be it from me, despite the fact that I am the Monster Among Marks, far be it from me to tell a wrestler who loves to do what he's doing to stop doing it. That's not my place. I don't get to make that decision. Hell, I can't even control my cat. So how, and she don't talk back. She just annoys the ever-living hell out of me. No, the thing I think we need to focus on here is how should we, or when do I feel like they've done enough? Well, first, the first answer that I have for that is injury. If you suffer something like Edge, for example, suffered, where if he takes one more bump, he's dead. Yeah, we don't want to see that kind of thing happen in the ring. There have been reports of wrestlers passing on during matches, and that's just tragic, no matter where it happens or how old they are when it happens. See what I'm saying about my cat? Can't control her. But in this case, I think that if you start sustaining injuries in the ring, if you don't feel like your body can handle doing the work that you want to do, you need to take a long, hard look at what it is you're doing. There are always ways to make yourself still a presence in the WWE or even or any place for that matter. You can step up and have a career where you're not doing the same moves you used to, but you're doing it because those moves were dangerous and they hurt you. You can step aside from that. You can evolve your character such that it makes sense that you're not doing these top rope suicidas. You're not doing shooting star presses. You're not doing anything that would put undue stress on your body or be dangerous for the competitors you're working with. If you don't feel like that's a thing that can be done, if you don't feel like you can do that or your fellow competitor can do that, you need to stop. I mean, that tombstone that Taker hit Goldberg with, that was pretty stiff, but the jackhammer afterwards, oh, no, why? No. Just no. The next part you have to look at it is age, really. And once you get to a certain point in your life, you have to start realizing that your body can't keep up anymore, and that what it was doing was relying heavily on the vigors of youth, whilst your current body can't do that anymore. I mean, I can barely keep up with this little monster for all the things that she does, and I'm only 35. Sorry, 34. Not all that old. Can't keep up with her because she's always doing something. And I realize that this may be some of the upper end of what I feel I can do now, but that doesn't preclude me from trying to fix that. Now, diet and exercise absolutely can change a person's abilities, in that if you take care of yourself and you do the right things, you won't have to worry so much about, can I do this, because your body can handle that. But these guys coming from the Attitude Era, these guys coming from ECW, CZW, these guys that did crazy things and hardcore death matches, and no, you need to know that that's going to catch up with you. It's just, that's how that goes. Now, again, I'm not saying, no, I am saying, I'm completely saying it, that there's one other factor that you can't really control, or most wrestlers have very little control over rather, and that's creative. If there is no reason, if there's nothing in your career that you need do anymore. I mean, Batista had Triple H, but after that, I don't see him needing to do much anymore. He can just stay home. He can just sit back, relax, and try and enjoy his acting career, which is far less rigorous on his body because they have far more safety measures in place. He's not actually hitting anybody. He's not actually taking a bump on a ring. He's taking it on massive piles of padded, green screened out kind of work where he doesn't have to worry about it. His body's just going to fall into a big ass cushion. That's fine. She's found a AAA battery and brought it to me. What a good cat. She also brought me a batarang. But that's the thing. It's like, he had that match with Triple H for a reason. It's because that's the last match he wanted. In character, it made sense. Fine. Go for it. But in character, the Undertaker should have never progressed beyond Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That should have been the end of the Dead Man's era. Now, and Shawn Michaels too. Shawn Michaels for years did not go to TNA, did not go to ROH, did not go to New Japan, didn't go anywhere except sitting in the background training the next generation of WWE competitors. That's actually marvelous. I love it. It shows that he understood that his character did everything it needed to do and stayed retired for years, and then came out for a tag team match against the Undertaker, wherein Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction, faced D-Generation X. Ironically enough, Saudi Arabia. This is not a show that he needed to do, but he did it. This is not something his character. Well, I would argue that going one more time with the Undertaker at WrestleMania would have been marvelous, but I feel like even Shawn realized after that particular match that he shouldn't have been in the ring. So you got these guys who are coming out for no reason other than the fact that they're not taken care of. None of them have a safety net. None of them have anything that they can fall back on post a say 10 or 15 year career with WWE. Look at Dolph Ziggler, for God's sakes. Dolph Ziggler is still as good as he was when he was younger, doing things safer, but still he has to go out and hit the comedy club. Maybe that's a passion of his and I don't know it, and that's fine. Chase your dreams, by all means, because they're damn sure not going to push you in WWE. That's guaranteed. But the fact that he even has to do it at all is ludicrous. Is beyond me. The matches he's had over the length of his career, he should not have to worry about money forever. And he's a name. People know Dolph Ziggler. Why? I mean, so far, the route that has been laid out for getting out of the WWE and still being able to provide for yourself has been either become an actor, spokesman, commercial, a la John Cena, The Rock, Hulk Hogan. That's how they keep themselves going, is by doing this, by still working, but working safer. The other route is actually one that not a lot of wrestlers think about, but has been explored by a few bigger name talents, and that is join the WWE staff. Apparently, like, Mark Henry's part of talent relations. The Big Show is also part of their outreach programs where he's working with like Connor's Cure and so forth. Shawn Michaels transitioned from in-ring talent to training as a full-fledged trainer of WWE talent in NXT. So he's down in the training center. He's showing the next generation how to do the job that he did as good as he can do it, and as good as he used to do it. Because make no mistake about it, Shawn Michaels, his promo work like you make it short and choppy, he's fine. You put him on a panel, it's only hilarious because it hurts. Because all those chair shots, all those years, all those concussions, all the things that he had to go through, put a state on, put a cat off my fucking counter. My wisdom blowing her mind. No, it puts them in quite a state to where it's hard to say that they're still as mentally sharp as they used to be. So, do I have the answers as to when a wrestler should retire? Not entirely, but I do have one answer, and that is that no wrestler should be chanted at, "Please retire." That's just disrespectful. You shouldn't do it. I mean, it's their decision, it's their call. They make the decision that, hey, I can't do this anymore. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you're on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, share all those wonderful things. Hit the bell for the notifications. If you're on Twitch, please hit the follow button. You can all follow me on Twitter at Rob's Random ROMs, where I, generally speaking, put together the two topics for the Monster Among Marks Fixes WWE for the next week. But this week I am not doing a Wednesday show, so we may have two, we may have three topics for the next time. I'm not 100% because I just like to entertain all ideas. All areas of the world can chime in and say, "Hey, Rob, I think you should be talking about Jon Moxley. I think you should be talking about WCW. I think you should be talking about New Japan or Ring of Honor or Lucha Underground." And I will entertain those ideas. And I want to say thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.